Mr. Steen, you will begin with your introduction, followed by Mr. Leonard.
Hello, my name is Jeremiah Steen, and I'm running to be your next Student Senate Vice President. I'm an active member of BASE, Just Peace, Inscape, Diversity Union, and Arabic Club. If I were to be elected, my main goal would be to make sure this school is truly united by diversity and is not being trivialized. So no matter your age, race, religion, or sexual orientation, not only will you survive at this school, but you're going to thrive. So vote for me, Jeremiah Steen, the best you've ever seen.
Hello, Cubs. My name is Timo Lenhart. I'm a fourth generation Cub, and I want to be your Student Senate Vice President for the 2018-2019 school year. Over my time at U of D, I have been on the hockey and lacrosse teams, a writer on the Cub newspaper, a three-time homeroom senator, an Academy Big Brother, as well as recently being accepted into National Honor Society. I think U of D is great, but I have noticed a few things that can be improved upon to make this school even better than it already is. Huge student sections, the return of dances or an alternative to dances, and the addition of new water fountains or water filling stations on the second and third floors are just a few things I plan to implement. Thank you, and I hope you consider voting for me.
This question is for you, Mr. Steen. You can either accept or refer to Mr. Leonard. The topic of diversity was especially addressed in the vice presidential section of the recent Cub News. As expressed in our motto, United by Diversity, U of D Jesuit is a school that truly cares deeply about the inclusion of all. As vice president, you'll have to select co-chairs and big brothers as members of the Senate. What role does diversity play in the selection of these candidates? And how will you compare diversity to other traits, such as leadership, integrity, and work ethic?
I will accept that question. Diversity plays a huge role in the Senate, and that's a huge part of what we need to be doing here, and that's shown in the student sections. You know this, though, too louder. It needs to be shown in the student sections. It's crazy. I sit in the student section, and it's only one group of people sitting over there. But when it's only one group of people, that's the white people. I'm not gonna hold it. In the corner, it's black people. If they want more people there, they need to have that representation so things can get done. And that's shown in multiple facets as part of the Senate.
Diversity is known as like a huge issue here. I see that Academy Big Brothers and the selection of co-chairs is really important. But I think what's most important is that they're qualified to do the job and that they'll do it well. I don't think that they should be taking diversity into factor. Are they going to do the job well and efficiently? That's all I have to say.
Jeremiah, just to clarify, where does diversity stand among other traits, such as work ethic or how well they will do the job, in selecting senators?
So I think that it plays a huge role in that, because if there's no one in the Senate like all the cities, it was only me and Rayshawn who were dance coaches back when there was dances. And it was me and Rayshawn were the only two black faces that you could see in the Senate. So if there is no representation, other students are not going to feel like they can get to that point if there's no one else there. So that's like the big role of that point.
Is there a need for a rebuttal?
Yeah, I'd like to rebuttal. I think that why should race be taken into factor? I think the thing that matters is how they're going to do the job, if their work ethic's there, and they're putting in the time. If they can do those things, then they should be qualified for the job. That's all I have to say.
Okay, we'll move Mr. Lenhart, what do you think is the major factor in the decline of the numbers of student sections? What were your contributions this year to stop the decline?
So I think the student section participation has gone down because there hasn't been much advertising. You know, during the Cub News, during homeroom, I think just simply saying be out and be rowdy isn't enough. I think you need to have posters around the school. I think you need to come on after the exam and say, like, weeks in advance, get the kids hyped up. You know, during the Fill the Bowl week, the Cub News almost makes it annoying for you to hear fill the bowl every 5 seconds. I think that needs to happen at every sporting event that we want a student section at. Thank you.
I think it's very important for everything is a huge part of that. But it's making sure that it's attractive. Getting people over there. Too fast. Okay. It's making sure that it's attractive to come over to the student section. If it's not attractive, no one is going to want to come. I don't care if it's a basketball game or something. No one wants to. If no one feels attracted to come over to the student section, no one's going to come. No matter how much you advertise, how much every time you say it, it doesn't matter. If they don't feel attracted to it, they're not going to come.
You said there isn't enough advertising, but every homeroom receives posters, and posters are posted all around the school. So other than that, what else needs to be done to make these games, to advertise the games more?
You know, I think the themes have been kind of poor this year. It seems like it's always generic themes. I think we need to come out with better themes. You know, whiteout and blackout every single game just gets old. You know, I think we need to implement that, and then, you know, getting more girls to come out to the games for Mercy. I think we can. Yeah, definitely advertising at the girls' schools as well. I think that could help attract more males to come.
Second part to this question, along with what Mr. Steen said, how can we make it more attractive? What can we do to make people say, I want to be a part of the student section?
So, great question. So, like at Renaissance, they have a food cart in front of their student section, and I think so students won't have to get up and go. We have a food cart that will actually sit in front of the student section so kids can just get the food right there. And then we need some more aggressive chants. Our chants are getting old, so we need to work on that. And then that's my two major plans for now.
In recent years, parking has been a major concern among upperclassmen. What would be your proposed resolution to addressing the parking situation on campus?
Well, I think we need to make it very clear that every grade will have the chance to get better parking. If we just, because sophomores, I know they get their driver's license all at one time, so they think, okay, I can just park here. But that's not the case. When you become a senior, it makes it very difficult. If there's some freshmen or some sophomores that takes your spot. So we need to make sure that everyone knows that you're going to get your chance to get parking first. And I think the pricing for those needs to go up a little bit more, especially for people who are going for it, because then less people will want to do it.
You know, I think parking is a huge issue. You know, when I was a freshman or a sophomore, I got my license pretty early, but I wasn't able to get a pass, so I was forced to park in the street. I got a little heat from that from Mr. Chandler. So I think that, you know, if you're too young and you don't get a parking pass, I don't think you should be driving to school. I think that the passes should be doled out on a seniority basis, like seniors first, then juniors. I believe they already do that. I think that's a good system, but if you're not following the rules, I think you should be punished for it. Mr. Chandler spared my life, but I thank him for that.
a side question is to both of you. Are you proposing that there should be no underclassmen parking?
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that they can park if they get a parking pass because it goes by seniority, as Timo said. So if you have a parking pass, park. But if you don't have a parking pass, you should not be driving to school.
Well, what about seniors that don't get a chance to park because there are sophomores and other juniors who drive that take up?
So they need to have a consequence for parking. If they did not, if the senior has a parking pass and he's not able to park, there needs to be something done about that.
Yeah, I agree with Jeremiah here. I don't think that a senior should be punished based on the fact that a sophomore is coming in and taking all these spots, but you know, we have 2 lots. I'm sure someone can work something out. You know, there's a lot of spots around here, so I think definitely you can work something out there.
Previously, there have been mentions of a ride-sharing program and promoting carpools between people who live in similar areas. Do you guys believe that would help combat the issue of younger people driving to school?
Yeah, but the thing about it is,